welcome back to
yeah, big. Talk your shit.
As you can see by the title, today we talking about some triflingness. But before we get into it real quick, let me show y'all my shirt. My husband making me do this, okay? He bought it, he wanted me to wear it, and he wanted me to show it to y'all. So this is my merch coming soon. But as you can see, bam, got my face on that boy. Grown Folk Talk. My name is B, and let's get into it. Thank you. I know probably y'all, that was probably a little cringy. Y'all ain't want to see all that, but I listen to my husband, unlike this lady. So that was a good segue, right? Okay, so let's get into this video, and I'm gonna try not to interject. Warning, I'm telling y'all, warning now. I will be.
I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in.
I know I'm gonna go in because I watched this video and I know I'm going in. I know at some point I'm gonna rant. Come on.
Y'all, fuck this shit. I can't hold this shit in no more. I've been trying to hold it in and hold it in and hold it in. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to tell nobody about it, but this some fucked up shit. So how about I come home from work last night? Now, my kids was left here with my baby daddy. Now, I close on Wednesdays, and he keep my goddamn kids. This ain't nothing new. This is something he already know. So, thank God that my oldest daughter was here. So, when I got here last night, this motherfucker wasn't nowhere to be found, y'all. This shit is fucking crazy. So, how about when I get home, this motherfucker done packed up and got the fuck up out of here. He done moved all his shit up out my motherfucking house. So I'm calling his phone. I'm blowing him up. Remind you, this is my closet where all his stuff is at. Where it normally be. Ain't shit in the motherfucking closet. He done packed the fuck up and got up out of here.
Okay, I'm sorry, but too many red flags off the top, so I got to speak on it. Bonnet, lashes, blonde hair or weave, kids left with your oldest child. There are circumstances, but we don't like that. And baby daddy, come on.
Really, nigga?
He's a fucking lame for that. Like, I'm calling his phone and asking him, like, what's going on? What's the problem? I mean, what you upset for? You know what I'm saying? Why you leave? Like, why you leave? Why you being a coward? Why you couldn't face me? Why you had to sneak and do it? Why you had to wait until I go to work and then try to go do it? The rest, stop. You know what I'm saying? So, the shit is fucking crazy. All it boils down to, y'all know I just went on this fucking trip. I just left and went on this motherfucking trip, and he wasn't feeling the goddamn trip. Telling me I'm going with a whole bunch of people that he don't know, and all this and this and that, and how do that look? I'm in a whole lot of relationship, and I'm going out of town with people that I don't know, and all this motherfucking shit. You mean to tell me we've been together for 10 years? We've been together for 10 and a half goddamn
10 years, and that's your baby daddy? Look, don't take this personally. Don't get in your feelings if you had a child with someone and it didn't work out. Because we don't even have to use that terminology. Let's state the obvious on that. But that baby mama, baby daddy stuff, I am not a fan of that at all. How do you give someone 10 years of your life and they will not give you a serious commitment? Hello, they can just up and leave you like he did her. And it's going to get worse.
Years going on 11 years. Got 6 kids with this nigga. Like, really, what? Because I go on a trip, you gonna motherfucking pack your shit up and you gonna dip up out of here?
6 kids by him. 9 in total.
Really? And leave me? I just moved in over here. Just leave me with this high-ass rent that I gotta pay by my goddamn self?
Come on, man.
Like, that's crazy. That's some fucked up shit. This shit crazy. This shit blowing my motherfucking mind, y'all. This shit blowing my motherfucking mind. Durant, put that shit up. Put that up. Go in there and sit down. I advise you to go in there and sit down, for real. This shit is crazy. I don't know what the fuck going on. This shit crazy as hell.
And why is she telling the world this? I just thought about that. Why do everybody need to know what's happening in your person? I done told y'all. Stop putting all your business on social media. Stop pulling out these phones and recording everything that go on in your home behind closed doors. It's called privacy. Everybody don't need to know everything that's going on with you. You should have listened to that man when he told you not to take your fast ass out of town, but you went anyway because you felt like turning up for a girl's trip or something you deserved or something you needed. Now, the lady said she worked, so I'll give her that. Everybody deserves some kind of break or something, but I'm going to tell y'all, I done told y'all, stop listening to outside influence. If your man tells you do not do something, it would behoove you to listen to him, fool. Because now look at you. You living somewhere and you can't afford the rent. And that's a whole nother thing. Well, we might as well get into it now. How dare you as a functioning adult be living somewhere that you can't afford to live? off one income. Now that's how I operate, and I get it. We all at different places in life. I'm not knocking nobody. But this looked like a maturely seasoned woman. She don't look like she's 25. How could you take on a rent that you can't, and she gonna say it. She gonna say how she lived check to check. How could you take on a rent that you couldn't afford by yourself because you ain't got no real commitment? He a baby daddy. How could you put that much trust in him like that to live in a housing where you need him? You need his finances. You go against his judgment, which I'm going to keep it real in my opinion. At least the men I know, their judgment and critical thinking is usually better and higher than a woman's. And there's no shade to us. I just feel like in certain situations and circumstances, my his opinion usually is like better. The way he look at a situation and analyze it and come up with a solution is usually better, including my brother, my father. Like it's just kind of like that, almost like with the driver thing, which I know y'all probably gonna hate me for this, but I just think men are just naturally better drivers than women. That's just my opinion, because I look at how I struggle with driving versus my brother who's 1 year older, and y'all can say it's just me, whatever. That's just my opinion. I just think men excel in certain areas. But back to it.
But it's bothering me because I'm trying to figure out like why? Like why? What I mean, what's the problem? Nigga, you that insecure? You that motherfucking insecure? What possibly could I be doing when I go out of town? Niggas, the whole time I've been with you, he ain't never known me to goddamn cheat on him. I ain't never cheated on him. Never, flirted or none of that shit with nobody. I ain't never did none. I never been that type of chick. If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm with you, I'm riding with you. Hands down. I ain't been nothing but great to this nigga, y'all. I ain't been nothing but good to this motherfucking nigga. And for me to come home and have to see this shit, now I'm second guessing myself like, damn, this nigga was for real. Because first, when we was having our conversation, I thought the nigga was goddamn bullshit. I thought he was playing. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me pretty much like, if you do this, I mean, you just telling me you going out of town. You didn't ask me. What? Like, why the fuck I gotta ask you, could I go out?
There's the difference between telling your man something and asking him. And after 10 years, you should know how to talk to your man. You should know how to say things to him to get what you want, but still be respectful, because men want respect.
I'm a grown ass woman. I'm 35 years old.
There it is. 35.
Why the fuck I gotta ask you? You
30.
Fuck this shit.
Oh shoot. 35, 9 kids. Lord, where were we?
God damn!
I'm saying it's always me and him, or sometimes we leave the kids behind and then we go on a trip. It just be us two. But wow, you tripping over that because I went on a motherfucking vacation? Because I went on a motherfucking vacation, you tripping about that? Like, he got me twisted. And then the Jeep that he's driving, that shit in my name, now I can be nasty and goddamn call the police and tell the motherfucking police that he done stole my motherfucking Jeep. See, that's where he got me fucked up at. So I can get nasty. Like, this shit crazy as hell, y'all.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
You got a vehicle. You financed a vehicle for this man without a ring.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Y'all know I got married young. So to me, it's like, why would you finance a vehicle, intermingling finances for 10 years and you never got to commit?
I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do. Like, what the fuck I'm about to do? I'm over here, done moved in this damn 3-bedroom motherfucking place. 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths. Got to pay all this motherfucking rent by my goddamn.
Did y'all peep that? People was clowning her for having a 3-bedroom with 9 kids plus 2 adults. She got 11 people in the 3-bedroom. And for all y'all sensitive people, look, we all got to start somewhere. We all done lived in apartments, been tight. That, it's just a talking point. Relax if you got 9 kids in the 3-bedroom just like her. It's just, the point is, you took on rent that you couldn't afford. You got your kids cramped up in this living situation, and you worried about going out of town. That's your focus. Maybe your focus should be on home ownership, which I know everybody can't own all the time. There's a time though. She 35, 25 and under, we cut people slack. Once you get over 25, please, it's time for you to start getting your ish together. This lady 35 years old, and you mean to tell me your priority was going out of town and not making sure you got a big enough house for all them kids you done brought into this world?
And on top of that, take care of fucking 9 kids by myself, y'all. This shit crazy. And 6 of these kids are his motherfucking kids. Like, this crazy. This shit crazy as fuck. I don't know what the fuck going on with these niggas. Like, why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like,
girl, these ninjas.
I'm gonna tie your old monkey ass up.
You want to sit up here and blame him. You gonna blame him for everything. He a coward. She called him a coward and she called him insecure. Maybe it's the fact that he had a feeling. He perceived something. He saw something that you didn't see. Maybe these so-called friends ain't really friends and he got some bad vibes about them. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Sometimes, I'm going to speak for me, but I think that transcends through there's nothing new under the sun. Sometimes as women, we look at things and then there's things that we miss. And that's where that man comes in. That's where that partnership, that leader comes in and be like, well, you know what? I don't think you should do that. Like, my husband is not the type that allows me to go far. I can go somewhere, but it got to be local. Ain't no going. I live in Michigan. Ain't no going to Atlanta with my girls. Ain't no going to Jamaica. That's too far. He ain't feeling that. So maybe she should have just took it as like a sign, like he's wiser. Should be. Your man should be wiser, right? He's a leader. And maybe I should just take the information that he's bringing and be like, you know what? Like she said, they done went on trips before. Why you ain't trying to go on a trip with him? Maybe y'all should have did a family trip. But if your man tell you don't do something, maybe you should listen. Just maybe.
Like, because I go on a trip. Like, what's the problem? Like, I'm still lost. Like, what? What is it? What's the motherfucking problem? Shit, niggas went down there doing nothing. My mama always told me when a man started accusing you of going somewhere and doing something with somebody, that they doing something. Like, this just...
Girl, miss me with that. I mean, I've heard that saying and stuff too, but girl, is your mama gonna help you with that renting them 9 kids? Because if not, go on with that. You should have listened to did your mama tell you to listen to your man? If he helping pay bills and taking care of 3 other kids that ain't his?
This didn't come about because of this trip. This some shit that you already had planned. So I called his motherfucking mama because I guarantee you that's who house he going to. So remind you, his mama and I thought, you know what I'm saying, I consist of being kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we done bumped heads in the past, but I thought we got over that. So I called his motherfucking mama and shit, and she talking about, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Jamel, he told you if you go out of town, you know what I'm saying, that didn't sit well with him. He was going to have a problem with it, and you just took it upon yourself and went on and went out of town.
Girl, you thought his mama was going to have your back? You thought his mama was going to take your side? You ain't his wife? What you thought? Mama was going to open up them doors. Come on in, baby. That's a male presence at mama house. That's probably an income at mama house. And she might not even really care for you. You actually thought she was going to go against her son for you? A baby mama? I could see if y'all was married. Maybe you would have had a chance. But girl, please. I saw that one coming.
You know what I'm saying? You in a whole lot of relationship. Hold up. Stop. Hold up, lady. What the fuck? Like you taking up him. You as his mama should be like, you know what I'm saying? Chill, Jamel. Let the girl go out. I don't go nowhere, y'all. If only time I go somewhere, when I do decide to go somewhere, my kids are with me. I don't go nowhere unless my kids are with me. Because I have so many kids, you know, it's hard for me to find a fucking babysitter with that amount of fucking kids. So I don't go nowhere already. So when a nigga trying to step out and enjoy life and get some me time away from everybody, you know what I'm saying, just relax and get my head and shit together, you know what I'm saying, ain't got to worry about getting up, cooking, cleaning, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, some me time. It's a fucking problem. It's a fucking problem. This shit fucking crazy. This some crazy shit. Cut them lights off. I already ain't got no motherfucking body to help me with these bills. Cut all these lights off in this motherfucker. Cut all these lights off.
God damn!
We don't need no lights on. This shit crazy as hell. Gotta figure out how the fuck I'm gonna pay my motherfucking rent next month. Like, this shit crazy. Nigga, you had me, you done did this shit because you knew it was close to fucking rent time. Like, this shit don't make no goddamn sense. Bitch ass nigga worrying about because I done went the fuck out of goddamn town with some females. Like, nigga, what the fuck? I should have been down there. I should have. That's what the fuck I should have did. Found me a fucking nigga from down there in fucking Houston and fucked up on them. Since I gotta come home to this motherfucking bullshit. That's what the fuck I should have did.
Her language. We have to bleep some of this cussing now. I don't know if YouTube are gonna allow this. Okay, so I want to say this too. Video is almost over. Maybe this was his out because I looked at different people comments, you know, and she's saying he pulled this stunt right around rent time. Could he have possibly used this as an out? I don't know. Who knows? We only getting her side of the story. Maybe he was tired of her and this was the last straw. Maybe he felt like he could take his money and go to mama house and be peaceful. I don't know, but I still think that at the end of the day, if you've been with a man for 10 years, you know that man. And after 10 years, why would you go against what he say? If he told you don't do something, you need to not do it. And that's as a person who's been married almost 20 years myself. I done been there, done it. I ain't always been this understanding. I haven't always cared about what men felt. You know, I've grown over the years because I wanted to be a better wife. And I have boys. I don't want my boys to encounter women who won't listen to them and they trying to be with them. You know, I don't want my boys to feel like women who look like him are a headache. So I have to lead by example. And so I started to make an effort to actually care about my husband's feelings, care about my behavior, how things affect him. So at the end of the day, you should have stayed local. Maybe you should have told him, okay, you're not comfortable with this, but can we do this? Well, what would you, I need a vacation. I need a trip. I need a getaway. What would you be comfortable with me doing instead of me just up and doing it? Because look at the results.
I should have did it. This shit crazy. Ain't no way in the hell I would have signed up for all this high-ass goddamn rent and I knew I was going to do this shit by my goddamn self. Ain't no way in the fuck I would have did this. Shit, I work a 9 to 5. I'm living from paycheck to fucking paycheck. I can't afford this rent. And I ain't ashamed to tell y'all. I can't afford this motherfucking rent by my goddamn self.
She should be ashamed to tell us all of this, you know, but I do want to say how inappropriate and disrespectful it was, even though he left her as a lady, just to have some kind of etiquette, to not say that you should have messed around while you was gone since you came back home to all of this. That's not okay. And again, I just want to give a public service announcement. Y'all, don't be trying to impress the streets. Don't try to live beyond your means. Don't try to do stuff you can't afford. It's a time and place for everything. It's going to be a time to take vacations. It's going to be a time to cash out on expensive shoes, clothing, hair, whatever your vice is. But stop living beyond your means. Try to own you a house, even if you can't necessarily afford to live in the city or the county that you would prefer. It's always better to own, because all you really got to worry about is property taxes and utilities versus some high rent at the top of every month. Just on a serious tip, y'all, she a woman with 9 kids. You know, I would hate to see her get behind on rent and then be threatened with eviction. So just on a serious tip, we as a people got to stop being so vain and so materialistic and caught up in traveling and trips. That's the new thing. I'm hopping on a flight. I'm taking a flight. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You need to be focused on your kids. Stop letting that oldest child look after your kids. You need to look at your decisions you're making. What kind of example are you setting for your children? Why is you with a man for 10 years, 6 children, and no commitment? Girl, you was what they call a placeholder. If that man ain't married you after 10 years, what's the likelihood he gonna want to marry you? And just looking at how you would present yourself, why on earth would you get, first of all, even tell your business like this and make this video, but why would you get on camera looking like this? Why? If all y'all haters, I know I'm not America's Next Top Model, but I'm sure not, I don't even own a bonnet. I'm sure not gonna get on social media with no bonnet and no fake blonde hair and lashes and all of this mess, screaming and hollering and acting a fool. You could be spending this energy on figuring out your finances, picking up some shifts, calling your landlord, taking care of some business, instead of sitting up here making an almost 10-minute video whining because your man left you because you wouldn't listen. Yeah, men are fed up. They're tired of talking to us. They're tired of the rebelliousness. They've been saying it for years. They're sick of it. It did not start with Kevin Samuels. Men have been saying this. But what happened was Kevin Samuels had a bigger platform, so he was able to say it and it be heard to the masses. But men have been saying this. They want respect. They want you to listen to them. They don't want you going against what they say. Boyfriend, girlfriend, baby daddy, whatever. This is why we're not as appealing to them anymore. And I don't like that. We need them. We need you, black man. And we want y'all to still want us. Even though I'm married and out the way, I still care about my people. I have sons. I want them to love on women who look like them, but I'm not teaching them to be no simp and to just go down for whatever. Because this lets me know your behind probably spent your bill money going on this vacation, and that's a big no-no. Coming back from a vacation broken, can't pay your bills, you ain't got no savings, you ain't putting no money up for just in case an emergency fund. Shame on you, 9 kids.
This nigga done took all his shit up out the motherfucking closet. All his shit gone. He didn't leave shit up in this motherfucker. Ain't nothing up in this closet, nothing but my shit. And then left his motherfucking empty ass shoe boxes in here. Nigga, why the fuck you ain't take your empty ass goddamn shoe boxes up out my goddamn house? That's alright though. That's alright though, because I'm going to put his motherfucking ass on child support. He don't block me. After I called him and said when he answered the
fuck you.
Y'all, B ain't a big fan of child support. I'm gonna get into that in another video. I'm just not a big fan of it. I know some people have to have their arm twisted to financially take care of their children, but come, let's just let her finish. She almost done.
Phone. He picked the phone up. He laughing like this motherfucking shit funny and shit. This shit ain't no motherfucking funny. This shit ain't funny. You just done left me out here to die for dead, nigga. You done left me out here for fucking dead. I done did so much motherfucking shit for this goddamn nigga, y'all. I done did so much. I done did so much shit. It's unreal. I ain't never did this much shit for nobody but this motherfucking nigga. And I come back home and you done took your motherfucking shit up out my goddamn house? Like, really? You done took all your clothes, everything, up out my motherfucking house. You didn't leave me with shit. And he bought the TV for the fucking living room. And this nigga done took the fucking TV too, y'all.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Really, nigga?
You took the TV. You got 6 kids up in this house. You done took the flat screen TV. You know what? Now I'm thinking maybe she got a point. Maybe he just did this around rent time. Maybe he was looking out for self. You could at least took your 6 kids if you was going to leave. And you took the TV. How petty can you get? Oh, my God. But this who you chose. But I feel bad for y'all. Let me let her finish. I'm starting to feel bad for she's tugging at my heart now.
He didn't give a fuck about his motherfucking kids being here. He don't give a fuck about that. He took everything he fucking brought. This shit fucking crazy. This some bullshit. This some fucking bullshit.
Okay, y'all. I kind of feel bad now because she was saying he left her for dead. You know, I feel bad about that. You know, I feel bad about her saying that because the way she said it, it just made me feel bad for her, you know. So I hope this is authentic. I don't want to waste feeling bad on some BS. But I felt bad for her, you know, talking about how he left her for dead. He obviously left his children and taking the TV. Oh God, like he making himself look bad. You took the car that's in her name, which, you know, we only getting her side of the story. But I just want to say this is horrific. If this is real, this is very, very horrific. But all I can say is maybe you would have had a different outcome if you would have, how can I put it? If you would have gotten with him based on verbalizing you were looking for marriage and not being a 10-year baby mama, maybe your outcome would have been different if you actually listened to him. Again, I'm not saying she didn't deserve a vacation, but maybe you shouldn't have went to Atlanta. Like your man said, maybe you should have came up with something else, met him halfway. All right, babe, you're not comfortable with me going to Atlanta. Where can I go? It's a water park resort 30, 60 miles from us. Can we go there? Something like that. Instead of just completely going against what your man said, you know, it speaks volumes that he left and took the TV, left his children, took all the stuff. You know, maybe he just wanted to get away from you because you don't seem to be the most peaceful woman, but she is angry. She is upset. You know, I don't know. I'm just going off the video what I have. We don't know all the ins and outs, but it did feel bad hearing her say he left her for dead. So this is just another example, y'all. We have to start listening to our men. We can't be selfish and one-sided, just doing what we want. And public service announcement, use some protection. 9 kids, 6 of them being his, and you 35? Lord have mercy. And the kids hearing all of this, they caught up in the middle of this. You know what? All right, this is enough. I had enough of her. Yeah. This has been another episode of Grown Folks Talk. Once again, my name is B. Please like, subscribe, share, content. Thank you so much.
Talk your shit.